Did you know you can actually get kicked out of Nook's Cranny? Yeah, me neither, until a few days ago. But today I'm going to show you 10 Animal Crossing New Horizons secrets and tips you need to know. And we're starting right now. People of the internet, Retro Records, who are here, and welcome back to another Animal Crossing New Horizons video. The game has been out for several months now, and I'm still discovering new things. Now, some of these items I'm about to share with you are just funny, bizarre, and a little strange, but others will actually help you in your daily island routine. So let's get right into it. Number 1, you can get kicked out of Nook's Cranny. I wasn't just joking in the beginning. If you've ever gone into Nook's Cranny before they close at 10 p.m., you already know you'll be free to browse and buy items until you're finished. You know, common courtesy. They'll promptly lock the door behind you, but hey, at least you get your shopping done. But have you ever seen what happens if you walk in the moment just before it hits 10 p.m.? Okay, still don't believe me? Here, see for yourself. If you walk in right as it switches over to 10, they'll kick you out. Let's see if we got kicked out. How to get kicked out of Nook's Cranny. As much as we look forward to seeing you here again another time, they're not putting up with any... Dude, you don't even have to push the button. You don't even have to push the button. You know how rare that is in Animal Crossing? You have to press the button to advance every single menu of dialogue in the game. As you can hear on screen, I opened the door just before the clock started chiming for 10 p.m. Number 2, there's more to Sable than meets the eye. When you first unlock the Able Sisters shop, you may be a bit turned off by Sable. She's always focused on her work and never gives you much attention. But if you're polite and keep talking to her each day, your persistence will pay off. If you talk to Sable for 6 straight days, she'll start to consider you a friend. And I don't want to spoil it here, but as you keep talking to Sable, you'll actually learn she has quite a tragic past. Once the two of you become friends, you can continue talking to her each day for free furniture patterns. You'll be able to use these patterns on certain furniture items by going to the Customize menu from any DIY workbench. Note that not all furniture items support the custom patterns, but for the ones that do, you'll look for the pattern option in your menu. From there, you'll see the complete list of patterns you've received from Sable. Number 3, some items have special properties. Just when you think you figured out how items behave in the game, you'll learn something new. Usually these are little things, such as the T-Rex fossil reacting when you press A next to it, or the fact that some bugs and fish have different enclosures, or no enclosure at all in the case of the snapping turtle. The large fountain item you can craft in the game also reacts every hour with a higher stream of water. For me personally, it's little details like this that give the game that extra bit of charm and polish. What special item properties have you guys discovered so far? I'd love to try them out for myself, so post a comment down below to let me know. Number 4, you can fall in a hole. Okay, this one is a little strange, I admit. There are actually 2 ways you can fall into a hole. The first way is if you attempt to pole vault over a river and there's a hole waiting for you on the other side. The other is by use of an item known as a pitfall seed. There's a DIY recipe out there so you can craft your own. Creative fans of the game have even devised clever games around the use of pitfall seeds. Just check out this clip from one of my latest Twitch streams. Yikes! Oh man. Number 5. Turnip prices follow a pattern. So most of you probably know by now that buying and selling turnips is by far the fastest, most efficient way to make bells in New Horizon. Your turnip prices will actually follow one of 4 patterns each week. You'll be hoping for a small spike, large spike, or fluctuating pattern. The only one you really don't want to see is the decreasing pattern. What's even better is there's an entire website dedicated to helping you track your turnip prices from week to week. I made a whole separate video about tracking your turnip prices, so I'll include a link in the top right corner and also down in the description. Number 6, tracking museum donations made easy. Donating to the museum and seeing its steady transformation into the epicenter of culture and knowledge on your island is quite the rewarding endeavor. At times, though, it's easy to lose track of what fish, sea creatures, and bugs you've donated. Never fear, your Critterpedia does more than just show what you've caught so far. If you look for the little owl icon on each critter, you'll also know if the item has been donated to the museum or not. So this means any critters without the owl icon have not yet been donated to the museum. This is especially helpful if you share your island with family members or friends. Number 7. Pressing down on the D-pad will quickly put away your current tool. I'm always honest with you guys, so I have to come clean here. My 6-year-old is the one who discovered this.
Seriously. In our early days playing the game, he watched as I went into my pockets or item selection wheel each time I wanted to put away my current tool. He then proceeded to share with me that all it takes is a simple press of the down button on the D-pad to quickly stow away your tool. Simple, but the time you'll save definitely adds up. Number 8. The Nook shopping app on your Nook phone? This is one of those I had no idea was in the game, and I've been playing for months. By this point, you've probably gotten used to heading over to resident services and accessing the kiosk each day to see what new items are for sale. But after you've purchased 100 total items from the kiosk, you'll get to download the app onto your phone, which means Nook shopping anywhere, anytime. Note that any items purchased by redeeming Nook miles do not count. You'll need to purchase them directly through the Nook shopping menu at the kiosk. You can also easily keep track of how many items you've purchased so far. Just check your Nook Miles challenge page and look for the one called Shop to It. This will show you exactly how many items you've purchased so far. You probably already know you're limited to buying 5 items per day from the kiosk. But if you want to speed up the process of getting to 100, buy some of those items to send straight to a friend. You could always send them something nice or, I don't know, maybe a cheap cardboard box. When it comes to friends, you're limited to sending 2 items per friend per day. So the more friends you have, the faster you'll be able to hit 100. Number 9. Cannonball! So diving was added to the game as part of the July update, and you can jump into the water from ridiculously high heights. Here I am on a 3rd level cliff on my island, and you can still jump off the side. You can also do a front flip into the water if you press A near the edge after running toward it. Here's another one I actually saw on Reddit, which is even more insane. As you can see, they built ramps up to this one. And number 10, find out exactly when shooting stars will happen. So the Animal Crossing data miner Ninja has created a free online tool called Nook, which will allow you to find the exact weather pattern for your island. But not only will it give you the latest rain forecast, it will also reveal the exact second, you heard me, second, that you can expect to see shooting stars. The only real caveat here is that setting this up will take some time. It's a pretty lengthy process, which is why I've made an entire video walking you through it. I'll include a link above and also below in the description. If you learned something new from this video, hit that like button and please consider subscribing if you want more Animal Crossing videos like this. And don't forget to hit that notification bell as well so you'll know every time I post a new video. Alright, hopefully you guys learned something new today. That's going to be it for me. I will talk to you again soon. There it is.